Georgia's voters have made their voices heard in unprecedented numbers. The state shattered its previous early voting record, with over 328,000 ballots cast on the first day alone. This surge more than doubles the previous record of 136,000 set in 2020. It is a testament to the high level of voter enthusiasm in this crucial election cycle. This surge suggests we may see record-breaking overall voter turnout in the upcoming election. This impressive display of civic engagement is a positive sign for the health of our democracy. The record-breaking early voting in Georgia is taking place against a backdrop of significant changes to election administration. These changes, passed by the state legislature, have been met with both support and opposition, sparking legal challenges that have added another layer of complexity to the election process. One of the most contentious changes is a new requirement for stricter voter identification for absentee ballots. This provision has been challenged in court, with opponents arguing that it creates an undue burden on voters, particularly minority voters and elderly voters. Supporters of the new law maintain that it is necessary to prevent voter fraud. Another significant change is the reduction of the time frame for requesting and returning absentee ballots. This change has also been met with legal challenges, with critics arguing that it limits voter access and could lead to disenfranchisement. These legal battles reflect the high stakes of this election and the ongoing debate over voting rights in Georgia and across the nation. The outcome of these legal challenges could have a significant impact on how elections are conducted in Georgia and beyond. Hurricane Helene, which recently impacted parts of Georgia, posed a potential challenge to the election process. However, despite the storm's impact, early voting has continued, a testament to the commitment of both voters and election officials. Election officials acted swiftly in the face of the storm, making adjustments to ensure that voting could proceed as smoothly as possible. Some polling locations were relocated to safer areas. Extended hours were offered to accommodate voters who may have been inconvenienced by the storm. The resilience of Georgia's voters was also evident, as they braved the elements to cast their ballots. Some voters reported waiting in long lines, but spirits remained high, reflecting the importance of this election. The impact of Hurricane Helene on the election serves as a reminder of the importance of planning for unexpected events and ensuring that our elections are resilient in the face of challenges. As Georgia experiences record-breaking early voting, election security remains a top priority. State officials have implemented a multi-layered approach to protect the integrity of the election and ensure that every vote is counted accurately. One key aspect of this effort is the use of new voting machines. Georgia has implemented a new statewide voting system that includes paper ballots and electronic poll books. This system is designed to provide a verifiable paper trail for all votes cast. In addition to new technology, election officials have also focused on strengthening cybersecurity measures. This includes enhanced monitoring of election systems for potential threats, as well as training for poll workers on how to identify and respond to potential security breaches. Voter education is also a crucial component of election security. State officials have launched public awareness campaigns to educate voters about how to protect themselves from misinformation and disinformation, as well as how to report any suspicious activity. These efforts, combined with the vigilance of voters and election officials, are essential to ensuring that Georgia's elections are free, fair, and secure. Georgia's record-breaking early voting and the surrounding events have placed the state squarely in the national spotlight. The outcome of Georgia's elections could have significant implications for the balance of power in Congress. The eyes of the nation are on Georgia, watching closely as the state navigates this pivotal election. The high stakes of this election have drawn national attention to Georgia's new voting laws. Civil rights groups and voting rights advocates have raised concerns about the potential impact of these laws on voter access. The Department of Justice has even filed a lawsuit against Georgia, alleging that the new voting laws are discriminatory. The national spotlight on Georgia also reflects the state's changing demographics and its emergence as a key battleground state. Georgia's growing diversity and its increasingly competitive political landscape have made it a focal point of national political campaigns. As Election Day approaches, the nation will be watching closely to see how these factors play out in Georgia's elections. The outcome of these elections could have far-reaching consequences for the future of voting rights and the political landscape of the United States.